Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so today I'm actually joined with a buddy of mine. He's going to be joining me for some of my quests. His name is Conteus. We've been playing DDO for... oh boy.
A long time.
Yeah, so we've been both in the game for a long time. He did take a break and he's newly back, but he wanted to come
Yes.
join for some of these videos. So say hello and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Conteus. I'm a Warforged. People don't like Warforged, but I'm here. I'm playing as a bard swashbuckler. It's focused around single weapon fighting and high crit chance and permanent stunning enemies into oblivion. But I've been gone for a few years and I'm eager to get back in. So back to you, Valagar. What
Alright.
quest are we doing today?
So yeah, we're gonna be finishing up our tomb quest. So if you watch the previous videos there, you'll notice that this is our fourth, and then finally, then we'll have the last one in the middle. So the last one we got left here is Tomb of the Burning Heart. So we're just gonna jump right in.
Marvelous.
All right. So this quest, if you did notice, I know I did go through it a little bit quick, but on the door it will say a recommended party size. For this quest in particular, it does recommend at least 4 people, and there is a reason for that, and we'll get to that actually right at the beginning. So first we got just a little bit of clearing here to do. So generally speaking, what I'll do is I'll run into the center. As you see, a lot of people come up and start attacking. Oh, and I forgot to create ones. I do that often, and I did tell you guys that would probably happen at some point. Alright. As well as I drag from these sides here as well. Just doing a quick run in. Just to pull all the enemies, and again, if you have any, like, crowd controlling effects or firewall or anything like that, it's good to pull them all in the center, gets them all nicely grouped up, take them out real easy. Alright. So, once you've cleared out this first side, you have 2 directions to go, both east and west. On the west, if you notice, you got a door right here, and east, it's just a large open gap. Now, what you got to do in each of these rooms is, as you see, Conteus is standing on the little platform here. It will start lighting up the runes, so there's no one on that one. As he stepped on, it lit up with a K. What people normally do is they set their hirelings on these so that they're lit up, and then they send the other people here. So you can do this with just yourself. You do need to make sure that you have enough people or bodies, so hirelings, creature pets such as the druid's wolf or the arty's dog. They will also work for this. But even so, if you're an artifice, you can use your dog, a hireling, but then you will still need a third, either a friend, like I have Conteus here, or you can use gold sealed hirelings. And we seem to be having a little bit of lag there. Alright.
Yep.
So once we get stepped on that, the gate fully opens here. You'll notice here that this door actually shuts. So if you are splitting up the party, whoever's on that other side of the door is stuck and has to go that direction on their own. Both sides are almost identical, and so I won't be doing another video to show you that other side, as it is set up almost identically to this one, with the minor difference of some of the named creatures that can spawn. But the locations to where they spawn are identical, so we'll go through and show you that. As well, if you have a party, it is good to split when you can, as it, there will be breakables and all that on that other side. That
Yes,
just helps you
but
get that full breakable bonus.
very much so. You need to get that full bonus for all the experience needed, especially for Third Life Plus.
Yeah, no, exactly. When you're doing this TRs there, it definitely helps to add in that extra experience required. All right.
And as we're doing this on Reaper 1, and I've been gone for a while, I'm a little scared, and I'm going to hide behind my best friend as he kills everything.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's this. It's not this one here. All right. So on these paths, Generally speaking, you don't want to jump off into the water. But if you do happen to fall in or jump in, I'm trying to figure out what side it's on. No. One of these sides actually has some shrines. Here we go. So on this side, it actually has a resurrection shrine. So little extra bonus here, and I do believe. No, that must be the other one. Alright, so yeah, it does have a resurrection shrine in here, so a lot of people who do fall don't actually realize that they have resurrections and rest shrines in these areas, thinking that if they fell, that's it, they're dead, move on. The other side is also the exact same. It will, on one of these paths here, have that shrine for us. Alright, so another thing to point out, this wall right in front of us here, once we go a little bit further, will actually open up on us. Here we go, he ran up, and there it opens. So it does send in a few enemies to actually, if you're not aware of it, they will catch you off guard, and, you know, when you're not aware of an enemy, sometimes, you know, even a weaker enemy can get a good shot off on you, and that'd be it. And with it being on higher difficulty, you know, Reapers, Champions, there's all sorts of little snakes in the grass that it's just easier to be aware of, rather than having them sneak up on you.
No. Knowing when you're going to be ambushed makes the ambush less threatening.
Exactly. Alright, so all these guys on top, you know, they're not necessarily need to be killed, they're just kind of optionals. Alright, so what we have here is we do have two levers. One of them actually opens up a door here, and that's the only one that you really need to worry about. The other one, what it was set to open up is actually that ambush room back there, if you hadn't already opened it up. So we had already gone back and done that, that one just pulls them to us. Alright.
And another ambush of ghouls coming in behind us as we ran past these doors here.
So yeah, that's right there, as he was mentioning exactly. This is why in one of the previous videos I do recommend, you know, even if it's on low, to have that game sound and game music on, as, you know, when you hear that battle music, you might miss somebody, there's that ambush. Or, you know, as we ran past, you heard those doors open, you know, something new. One thing I want to point out, as again, a lot of players don't realize, even some older players, if you actually head behind these doors here, they actually have secret doors with optional bosses inside.
This one had two.
And yeah, they can have a few sometimes.
And all champions. It's not that bad.
Yeah, so it can definitely, like, you know, add, but, you know, these little extra bits of experience, you know, not major, but experience is experience, and we did luck out and get two. Ooh, apparently I'm closing the door, not opening a chest.
I'm bleeding. I'm a tree. How can I bleed?
Hey, man, I'm Canadian. We call that maple syrup.
I had pancakes this morning.
Alright, and just like that one, we have another one on the same other side. And again, just more options and more chances for those named enemies. So it was a small detour, but we actually got, you know, 3 optionals done.
Yeah. Small detour for 1,000 experience.
Exactly, so, you know,
well worth it.
It's awesome. The thing is, they are optional and they are random encounters, so we might have actually gone through there and not got any.
That is very true.
We also might have gone through there and got 4 of them. So,
yep.
You know, kind of use your own caution and kind of how you're going to play. Alright, so for these rooms here, just like the very first room we were in, recommend running up to the lever, dropping down any kind of crowd controlling effects that you may have, Again, as there are several enemies that come out of all 4 of these doors, as well as the
Yeah.
door right there behind us when we come in.
Flame turret's a very good crowd control ability.
I love it, especially at
I
this
think
level.
the next best one would have to be web and firewall.
Yeah, that's another great combo. Alright, just like before, another turret there at all 4 of these corners. They will come out. Now, even what some people actually do, myself included, when you're trying to rush through a little bit faster, rather than stopping in this room to crowd control, just run in, quickly pull the lever, moving on to this room here, which is actually our center room, and again, dropping the turret going from there. Now,
And if need be, there is a shrine and resurrection shrine down here.
yeah, just to the south. So the other part that here, this is actually where if you had taken that other path at the very beginning through that locked door, it'll actually round you up to this room, just coming in from this side here. So if you do have party members where half your team didn't quite make it through, it's not like they're trapped and stuck there. You know, you can obviously go through there, backtrack through essentially what you had just gone through, and go back and rescue them there. And then again, as you pointed out, just to the south here, we have a nice little rest spot with a shrine and a resurrection shrine. Continuing on, we head north, and this one here is going to look again similar to the other room that we had just gone through, giving us one last room with the doors and levers. This one having quite a few more enemies. As you see, we actually did reach all the way up to a green alert there.
I'm playing music for us.
So it does help, and it is very handy to have that crowd controlling, such
Very
as
handy.
the music there. All right, once you're done,
No,
just
my music was just pretty sounding. They weren't affected by it.
no, undead are pretty immune to that, though you do have bugs.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes,
no.
I do. Not yet. I get that about level 10ish is when I can fascinate the undead.
Exactly. All right, and then here it's going to be very similar to the very first room where we have the water down below. This one, however, when you first take out these enemies, they actually have a second wave that spawns in. So we'll just quickly take them out. You'll see they start respawning in there. So just be aware that once you take them out, that's not it. As well, right here, they're also going to have a door that opens up once you go a little bit further in. And of course, doesn't
No,
want to
they
do
ain't go
that
far
right now.
enough. That get them going?
Yeah, it's opened up.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, no, hireling died. Oh, wait, Kendra. Sorry, level 5 hireling.
Alright, so again, just one of those ambush sites where definitely recommend, you know, just being aware of it. Again, sometimes it wants to open up right away. Like, I've had times where I've just popped off to the side to avoid the arrow traps, and just got hit with, like, these guys coming right away.
Yep.
So with this arrow trap here, there actually isn't a trap box. However, if you notice on the left-hand side, there is a lever right here. It can either be pulled like a normal lever, or we'll just do it with this one here. You can actually aim and shoot the lever there, which will also turn off that trap. So that way, if you're, you know, wanting to go, you don't have to get caught by it. And there, as you can see again, they had another ambush site, just again, right at the end of the trap. So they really like to throw those ambush sites in at you and catch you off guard in this one. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward quest. So we'll just take out some of these enemies up here. Alright, and again, if before we go any further, down in the, oh, we got our other ambush site. You know, there's so many, sometimes I forget where they all are.
It really happens.
Alright,
Especially in this quest. Nearly every turn there's an ambush.
exactly. Alright, and again, in the water we have that resurrection shrine there. Alright, so we're just gonna swim through.
Me, I fell. There.
Alright. So once again, we do have the levers here, which will pull to open our door, allowing us to proceed further. Now, this is actually right at the end of the quest. If you'll notice from the other ones, we got our giant ramp up, and then the big main sarcophagus there as well. Just gonna take him out. And as you can see, we didn't actually get the conquest or even the breakable bonus, because as you're aware, they are based on how many per the quest. As we had only technically run half of the quest, a little bit more than half, but ultimately we left out that entire western side. Does hurt that there. So if you are looking for that full bonus, I definitely recommend heading all the way back around, doing that to get that little extra experience. Or if you can, split the party. It saves you a lot of time, still allowing you to get that bonus there.
Yeah,
And
at the first juncture in the start of the area, you were able to go around back towards the west side to complete it.
exactly there. As well, just like the others, in the chest we have our scarab. This is now our 4th scarab. We just have one more to go, but we'll get to that in another video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
All right, take care, everyone.
Have a good one all.